first.
Years since I've been in this place.
Well, lots happened since you were here last.
It's very neat. Dusty.
That reminds me of a girl I used to go with.
Oh, Logan. I don't know. I know this is home, but it doesn't feel like it, doesn't look like it.
It will. It'll take time, but it will.
Oh, I forgot. I swore to myself the whole ride here that I was not going to start doling out self-pity because I have a happy occasion to celebrate.
Boy, that's for sure. This is Julia's homecoming. Ta-ta, ta-ta.
Yes. Oh, Logan, I can't tell you what it means to me to be able to take her home from the hospital. Oh, look at her. You're going to be my priority, you know that, from now on. Well, this is it, Julia. Home, sweet home. What do you think of it? What?
Did she nod there? Oh, maybe she doesn't approve. I think she's getting sleepy. You want me to take her for a while? Your arms must be ready to fall off.
No, that's okay. Even if they are, I don't think I'm ready to give her up yet. You think she is sleepy?
Oh, bound to be. All the excitement, that long car ride. Yeah, I think a nap is definitely in order.
Oh, well, do you mind sleeping with your mommy? You know, Draper and I had full intentions of fixing that room upstairs. Yes, as a nursery, but I'm afraid a lot of things happen.
You'll be happy to have her with you. It'll be easier to look after. She'll be good company.
Hey.
Sure.
Oh. Well, come on, young lady. I think it's about time to show you your room.
Right. I'll get the bags out of the car. You want me to bring them up when I get them?
Okay.
All right.
The room that's going to be hardest. Take the longest time to feel comfortable. Listen, I told you you might have to sleep with your mommy, but you still get your own bed. What's this? It's a letter from Draper. Let's see what your daddy had to say. Let me see what your daddy said in his letter. Oh, you got it. Here we go. You like that? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna read this. Dearest Aunt, you don't know how much I wish.
And no one is sorrier than I am that this letter is the best that I can do. I'm happy you're reading this because it means you're out of the hospital and back where you belong. Home. Our home. It also means that it's that much closer to the time when Julia is going to be strong enough to join you there. Oh, God, honey. God, how I wish we could go to the hospital to bring Julia home together. I love our little girl, honey, and it's tearing me apart knowing that I'm not going to be around to see her grow up. So please don't let a day go by without telling Julia just how much her father loves her. Well, it seems like I've left you with quite a job, haven't I? Raising Julia all by yourself, I mean. But I know you're going to do just fine. My one wish is that Julia grows up to be just like her mother. Kind and loving. So when you read this letter, don't feel sad. Share my happiness in knowing that you and Julia will be starting your lives together soon. Having to be apart from you is going to be torture for me. But the one thing that's going to get me through this terrible experience is the knowledge that the two women I love more than anything else in the world are waiting for me in Monticello. So even though I'm far away right now, I want you to know my thoughts and my love are with you and Julia, and they always will be. And I can't wait for the day when our family's going to be reunited. I love you, honey. I love you very much. I'll see you soon.
Draper.
Okay, here we go. You all right?
Yeah, it's, letter from Draper. He wrote this letter, and he really believed he'd be coming home someday.
Don't think he'd be happy to see you cry right now.
Logan, I just don't know what to do. Every time I feel that I'm able to cope with losing Draper, something happens. And I just remembered all over again just how much I miss him.
Anything I can do to help?
I think she really should have a bottle. I think there's one in the diaper bag.
Say no more. Get the bottle. Here we go. Point me to the kitchen. Figure of speech, I know where it is.
Thanks.
You and Julie have a nice little mother-daughter chat. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Your Uncle Logan is some kind of guy. You know, he reminds me a lot of your daddy. As for you, well, I don't think one day is gonna go by when I don't look at you. Think of Draper. Well, you know, you should take that as a compliment. Yes, you should. Because your daddy was a very handsome man. And you are the most beautiful baby I've ever seen in my whole entire life. You know, the nurses at the hospital said you were a very well-mannered young lady. Please keep up the good work. I've had a little bit of experience taking care of babies, but never all by myself. So your cooperation would be greatly appreciated. Oh, Julia, I may have to learn how to take care of you. But I certainly don't have to learn how to love you. I'll be here whenever you need me. I gotta tell you something, too, just between you and me. Your mommy needs you. I have no idea what the future holds for either one of us. But I'll tell you, as long as we're together, we'll manage to get through absolutely anything.
Service, somebody asked for a bottle.
I think it's a hungry little lady in
Well,
here.
I think she's going to like it. It has a wonderful bouquet.
The shirt's the right temperature.
Are you kidding? In my neck of the woods, they call me the magic wrist.
I forgot.
No cracks about that, please. There you go. Great wrist, huh? Listen, can I use the phone? I want to check
Please,
up on
go
Jane.
ahead.
Here, use that. Keep yourself from getting all messy. I was talking to Dr. Santos before I left. She said the number of children have come down with this upper respiratory, whatever it is. And, yeah, could I have pediatrics, please? She said that they were thinking at one time of contacting the disease control people down in Atlanta. This is Mr. Swift. I wanted to check up on my son. Swift. I see. Thank you.
What did he say?
Just a moment. There's no change. They haven't been able to get the fever down. Listen, I'll be at this number. It's 555-1376 for the next 15 minutes.
You know, I'm glad Molly took the day off to visit her sister. It's been a long time since I prepared a meal for you.
You set only two places. Isn't Kirk joining us?
Well, I went upstairs before to see what he wanted for lunch. He said he wasn't hungry.
Doesn't sound like Kirk. He's been anything but shy at the dinner table.
When I was talking to him before, it was as if he was only half listening to me, as if his mind was someplace else.
I wonder what that's all about.
Daddy, I'm worried about him. I hope he isn't getting sick.
Well, if you like, I'll look in on him after we eat.
Good. You know, he hardly slept at all last night.
How do you know that?
Well, I heard him. His room is just across from mine. He He was pacing in that room almost till dawn.
Well, he hasn't been able to get much exercise. It was probably a little nervous energy that kept him awake.
Sorry, I'm late.
Kirk.
I thought I'd come down and join you. I certainly hope you don't mind.
Oh, no. Come sit down. Can I fix you a plate? Or are you still not hungry?
Well, now that my appetite seemed to have come back, I certainly can't afford to miss a home-cooked meal, can I?
Emily was afraid you weren't feeling well.
I'm feeling fine now.
So there was something the matter.
Yeah, I guess I was just too tense to eat.
What was troubling you?
I had to find a solution to my problem. So I went ahead and got the addresses and the phone numbers of the local police. I'm going to contact them and find out about Kirk Michaels. I'm finally beginning to feel like there's some light at the end of this tunnel that I'm in.
Kirk, you can't be serious about this.
You know that the idea of trying to find out whether or not I'm really Kirk Michaels has been on my mind for quite some time.
But it's nothing to lose sleep over because we know that's who you are.
But I don't know who I am. Don't you see, your assurances just aren't enough for me.
Kirk, you have to learn to trust me. After all, I am your wife.
Emily, I'm doing this for myself. And somehow in the back of my mind, your assurances about my identity just aren't enough.
Well, it's a very natural reaction. But the sooner you allow yourself to believe that you are Kirk, the sooner you'll adjust.
But I'm not going to be able to do that unless I see proof that I am who you say I am.
Well, there must be a simpler way of investigating this without involving the police.
It just seems like the logical place to start.
I think you're setting yourself up for a very big disappointment.
But you told me yourself that I probably did things that the police know about.
Yes, but petty juvenile offenses, I mean, that was years ago. Those records are probably in the trash by now.
Maybe not.
Well, even if they still exist, you were never really officially booked, so your fingerprints wouldn't be on file.
Well, to the best of your knowledge.
Kirk, I'm telling you this for your own good. Just let things be.
Daddy is right. It's the future that counts.
In case you've forgotten, there's a 10-year chunk of my past that I can't seem to come up with.
Asking the police to recreate those years could open a very unpleasant can of worms.
But I've got to know what my life was like. Now, if I can't remember, I've got to find somebody who can tell me. Yeah, I'm frightened about what I'm going to learn. But the prospect of living like this for the rest of my life, I can't stand it.
Kirk, what can I do to change your mind?
You can't. Emily, nothing has ever been this important to me.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm sure the police aren't going to tell me anything over the telephone, so I'll have to go to headquarters myself.
That's out of the question, Kurt. As your doctor, I'm telling you that you're in no condition to travel and may not be for some time.
You heard, Daddy. It's just not feasible. Now put those thoughts out of your mind.
No! But can't you see? I've got to make sure of who I am.
Well, if he insists on being so headstrong about this, I suppose I'll have to help him then.
What can you do, Daddy?
Well, remember my old fishing buddy, Gil Curry?
Yeah.
Well, he's on the police force. I'll ask Gil to do me a favor and see what he can find out. I'll give him a call now.
Well, it's not written in gold, but it'll have to do for now. I dubbed thee Clifford Nelson, dispenser of sage legal advice, champion of justice, and defender of the poor. Well, I hope the rich, too. Boy, if Logan could see me now. Gotta get to work. I don't want the old reference books too far away. Of course, then, maybe we should have them. We don't want the clients to think that I don't know what I'm talking about, and I have to use reference books. Put them over here.
Who are you talking to, Cliff?
Oh, Mr. Carr. No one. Just getting things in order, that's all.
How long have you been at it?
Oh, all morning. But I want everything to be perfect, you know. I think a man's office says a lot about him, don't you?
Yes, I guess it does. Now, look, we've got so much work here that it's going to keep us busy for a long time. I want you to give that top folder the highest priority.
Oh, what is it, some corporate merger or maybe a death row appeal?
Neither.
Let's see. Logan Swift. I don't know Logan was a client of ours.
Well, he's going to be represented by us now in this action.
Let's see, the custody over his son. Wait a minute, his son, Jamie, I thought that his only tie was that he was married to Raven. Kevin Jamison is the real father.
When you read those affidavits, you'll understand his relationship to the boy and why he's filing this petition.
Yeah, I certainly will read them. I hope we can help him out. I know how much he cares about this kid.
Well, his main concern right now is that Jamie grows up in a healthy environment.
Well, then he better keep the kid away from Raven Swift.
I see you know the lady.
Oh, well, yeah, I met her once or twice. I could see why Logan would have reservations about her.
Then you can understand why he has reservations about her raising the boy.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is the first time I saw Raven, I said, wow, isn't Logan lucky to be involved with a woman like that?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I was wrong. Hello? Hello? Oh, there you are. Yes, this is Mr. Nelson. Oh, send her right in, yeah. It's your wife.
Oh,
Hello, I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
of course.
No?
Come on in.
Okay, hi, darling.
You look beautiful today, Mrs. Connor.
Oh, nice of you to say that. Thank you.
Cliff, if you'd like to join us for lunch, you're more than welcome.
Thank you very much, but if I'm going to help Logan, I think I better get some first-hand information on this case. Nice seeing you, Mrs. Carr.
Yeah.
See you after lunch, Cliff.
Yes, sir.
How was your morning?
Honey, I got a cable.
Oh, from Lee and Jerry?
You know, that letter must have taken a long time to get to us.
Why?
Because Kelly is already in New York, and he's staying there for another 2 days, and then he's coming on out here.
That's soon.
Yeah, so I'd like to call him. Can I take one of these lines?
Sure.
Okay, I want to find out how he's doing. Okay,
There you go.
thank you. Hello? Yes, room 704, please. Thank you. It's ringing.
Listen, can I get you a cup of coffee or tea or...
No, thank you. I got to leave soon. How's Julia?
Oh, sleeping like a baby.
Oh, what else?
Oh, you should see her. She looks so cute, all curled up in her little bassinet.
She nodded right off. She must feel right at home.
Yeah, I'm glad someone does. Logan, I'm sorry, but this house just does not feel like home to me, not anymore.
It is, though. For you and for Julia.
Logan, it was also Draper's home, and everything about this house reminds me of that fact. I mean, look at this sofa. I mean, this sofa isn't just a sofa. It happens to be the place where Draper and I sat, where Draper would sit and read the evening paper. Look at the desk. It's not just a piece of furniture. That is the desk where Draper did his work when he came home.
Well, from now on, that sofa will be the sofa where you sit and read fairy tales to Julia before you shoo her off to bed. And the desk will be where you help Julia with her homework, assuming that she needs help with her homework. Can I get that? It might be from the... Hello? The Scott residence. I'm speaking. Yes, doctor. No, thank you. Thank you for calling. I understand. Yes, goodbye.
What'd you say?
Jamie's a little worse. Thinks I ought to get back to the hospital, so
well,
I'll be
yeah.
on my way.
Logan, thanks for everything.
No problem. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Hello, Leo.
Leo, what are you doing here? Come on in.
I had some files to drop off at the state trooper's office out on the interstate. Your place is just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road.
Now, let me think. The last time that we saw each other was in the middle of Mountain Lake on a day the fish just weren't biting.
So what else is new? Hey, I'm fixing to try my luck again next weekend. Why don't you join me?
Oh, I'd like to, Gil. Maybe some other time.
You know, it took me a moment to realize that was you on the phone before. That's how long it's been.
Well, I hope the favor I asked wasn't too much trouble.
Oh, no trouble. No trouble at all, Leo. As a matter of fact, I have your answer.
That was fast.
That was a tough one you threw at me. Asking me to hunt up the fingerprints on a 10-year-old file. A juvenile offender at that.
Well, I didn't think they still existed, but I wanted you to confirm that for me.
Hold on a second. Gil Curry always gets his man. I found the prints.
You did?
It wasn't easy. That juvenile file is long gone. But I had that name fed into the new computer that we have. And in no time at all, it told me that Kirk Michaels committed a felony back in '70. Grand theft auto.
I should have known.
He was booked on that charge. His prints are down at the, on file at the county seat.
I see.
Yeah, I was on my way down there now to pick them up, and I was going to mail you a copy.
I tell you what, Gil, I got the rest of the day off, and I got a couple of pretty good fish stories, so why don't I ride over there with you, and we'll save the taxpayers the postage.
I'd be glad for the company.
We can go out through the kitchen. I want to get my bag.
You know, Doc, maybe on the way over, you can tell me why I've been on my side when it rains lately.
So there are fingerprints.